What is up, guys? EuropeanBro here, and welcome to this new video. It's today the 4th of November, and that means it's only 2 days until the release of Black Ops. I cannot wait, and well, let's get started with this video. So 4 days ago, I unboxed this controller. I've been using it for 4 days now, and for this video, I just, I had like a little review in mind, like a little in-depth review, and yeah, so I'm gonna talk about this controller, see how the new paddles work, because they are in a different shape and form than the SCUF controller. It's something, yeah, it's really different. I'm gonna talk a little about that. I'm gonna talk about the software as well that's implemented in the new dashboard for Xbox, and it really helps with the controller. You have like a lot of customizations you can use. It's definitely for people that really wanna play in a competitive scene and just want to be better than their opponents. First off, I use this controller with mainly Destiny and a little bit of Gears of War, and I've been using the SCUF one before. Let me see, I have it somewhere around here. Let me grab it real quick. I just cannot freaking find it. Where is it now? I think it's right here. So dumb. Anyway, here's the SCUF one. I've been using this well, before I was using the Elite controller, so I have a little material to compare it to. And one thing, if you're used to the SCUF, these ones gonna be a pain in the ass for the first couple of days. It's gonna be a pain. What I mean by that is that this angle of these paddles is so different from the SCUF. I'll show you. Like, my fingers wrap like perfectly around these paddles. It just feels really natural. It feels really good. And then with these ones, they feel like they're kind of low, on the low side. I prefer that they would be on the on the upper side a little bit more, but you can also use these other paddles as well. But anyway, I use these bottom paddles for A and B, same the same order as on the SCUF controller. And like sometimes by accident, like usually A is jumping on games. I started jumping on Destiny just by accident because of pressing, because I put a little pressure on the controller, and I like that because like when I'm really paying attention to the game, like for instance Call of Duty, I put like a little pressure on the controller, I squish it, and then it's no problem with the SCUF because you don't press the buttons. You have to you have to really pressurize it to press them. With these ones, they're so easy to press, like a little baby can press these. Just listen. Yeah, that's really sensitive. If I could name this controller, I would name it Drake, because it's that sensitive. I'm not even kidding. A lot of people will like the fact that they're really sensitive, but for me, I would rather have them a little bit, more stubborn, if you know what I mean. If they actually take a little pressure to press, but overall, it feels good. The angle is something really to get used to, but you'll get used to it within a day, I guess. One thing that they really improved on the Elite controller are the bumpers. Oh my God, they're so much better. They click so easily. It's just so smooth, if you know what I mean. It feels so much better. Just like even listening at them, like if you take the old SCUF ones, which has the it has the standard bumper buttons, they feel really stiff. It doesn't feel natural. These ones are so good. They just flow. They flow like a freaking river. Why does my phone have to be ringing right now? Wait, let's move on to the next subject. The D-pad. This looks like something that came from the future. I'm not even kidding. It looks really good. It's really nice for games such as fighting games like Mortal Kombat. I'm not one of the guys that plays fighting games, but it's also really convenient for games like Gears of War for switching weapons. Since you're switching weapons with the D-pad, it's really nice. You can go through every angle easily. If you do not like that, let me show you. We'll have this also. Let me open this case real quick. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I'll put it on for you guys real quick so I can show you. You can take this off, and you can put on a standard D-pad if you prefer that. But I'm going with the new one because it's really, you can go to every angle really fast. It's really nice. Alrighty, let's move to the sticks. I use two different sticks. I use this like little dented one for left one for the left stick, and the rounded one for the right one. Why do I do that? Because I feel I can aim better with this one and I can walk better with this one. It's all personal preference. There's a lot of choices. There's 3 different sticks in this case. I'll show you. Well, this one on the left one was the standard one. It's kind of short. Then you have this one. It's like the same one, but then way taller. Way taller. It can also be used for, well, mainly FPS games to, you know, to really aim accurately. But for some reason, I really aim the most accurate with these ones, with the round ones. Probably not the only one. They're kind of short, like the same standard ones. Yeah, it's all personal preference. It's what you like. Yeah, you just have to play around with it a little bit, just, you know, to see what you like. It's all about personal preference. Moving on to the switch in the middle of the controller. It says, if my camera focuses, yeah, it does. It says 1 and 2. What that means is you can, if you put it on 1, it's going to be a it's going to be a button configuration that you've set on 1. So for instance, if you put it on 1, well, let's say 1 is for Call of Duty. You can play Call of Duty, do your thing, jumping, and then maybe all of a sudden you don't feel like playing Call of Duty and you want to play FIFA, and you have different controllers for the paddles, for instance, or these buttons. You can even remap these ones. You can just easily put it on 2, and it's going to be a different configuration. You can edit those configurations in the software of the Xbox. I will show you that in a second. I'll show you a few things in that. And one more thing that's really nice, if you're not going to use the pedals for certain games, maybe, well, let's say for FIFA, you can press this button, like the connect button. You can press that twice and it's going to disable the paddles. So if you don't feel like tearing up the controller every time, you know, taking it off can, you know, it can take a while. And if you don't feel like doing that, you can just, you know, press this button 2 times, and then you can go and play your games without the paddles. So into the Xbox real quick, I'll show you how to get to the settings for the Elite controller. You can, well, I have the new dashboard, by the way. This is the dashboard everybody is gonna get in on the 12th of November. It looks really nice. It's really slick. So yeah, let's go to the settings real quick. I'll show you all settings. Then you go over to connecting devices. Go to your Elite controller, and there you go. You go down to button mapping. Connect the controller. Oh, it's already connected. So go to configure. Don't look at that name. It says my baby. So anyway, this is the these are the standard configurations that come with the controller. I didn't like him for the games, like, you know, these ones. I didn't like him, so I used my own one. This one is for Gears and for Call of Duty and everything. I'm gonna use this setup, and I haven't really set up this one yet. So what do you do if you want to get like a custom configuration? You get these 2 slots. It's gonna say config 1 and config 2. For some reason it's in a different order for me, but doesn't really matter. You go to here. You can do stuff. You can you can map every button. It doesn't matter. You can map button A to X. You can map the left stick even to a button. It doesn't even matter. You can do everything. You can even remap the D-pad. You can remap the pedals. So for instance, I remapped my left pedal to A and my right pedal to B, and then the upper ones on the left side is going to be Y, and on the right side it's going to be X. So you can do that. If you're not content with your buttons, you can even restore it to defaults. You can do that, but I'm not sure why would you do that. Let's go to the sticks and triggers and vibration. So you can change the how do you even call it, like how the stick even acts. Like the default one is just gonna be the same as usual. If you press delay, as you can see, the white line on the side, that's like your standard line, and the orange one is the current one. And as you can see, the current one is slower. It's gonna react slower than the regular one. I'm not sure why you would use that, but I guess some people like that. If you go to aggressive, as you can see, the aggressive one is faster than the default one. What that means is you can get to your turning point faster, for instance for shooters, than with the standard one. If you look at that, you're going to be aiming well, you're going to be turning faster. You can turn on people way faster than usual. If you go to instant, that's just really crazy. Like if you even press the button a little bit, it's going to be at max speed instantly without even doing something. And let's go to smooth. Smooth is kind of the same as the as the standard one. It's like a little difference. It's gonna be a little slower than the standard one. But for the left stick, I'm using the default one. For some reason, I like that the best. For the right stick, I'm taking. Oh wait, I'm taking default for some reason. Usually I take aggressive. Let's go back to aggressive. Because, you know, turning on people with aggressive is just the best. I'm not even kidding. Triggers. You can change. What's this again? Oh yeah, you can adjust the dead zones on your triggers. So that means if you put it really, you're gonna put it down like this. If I press it really soft, it's not gonna do anything. I have to press it harder to actually make it work. You can also do that on the opposite side, so it's not gonna work if you press it well deep, if you know what I mean. Like, it sounds really bad, but you don't have to press it hard at all to make it work. I'm probably just gonna keep it on the standard ones. I haven't really had any issues with that. Off to the next one. Let's see, vibration. You can even change every motor, like the left one, the trigger one. Oh, it sounds like a frick. I'm not even gonna tell you what it sounds like. You can be my you can be the judge. So, and you can change the left main, right trigger. You can change everything. I'm just gonna keep it like standard because it doesn't really make a difference. You can even change the brightness of the button, of the Xbox button. If you want to save some battery, put that on low. For some reason it's all up again. For some reason my configurations are not saving correctly. Let's put that down again because I don't really, you know, it's not gonna do anything. You can swap the left sticks and the right stick. Well, I haven't really met somebody that likes that, but okay. You can invert the right stick, the axes. Like, in my opinion, well, in my knowledge, a lot of older gamers, like 30, 35, they like the to invert their view in games, because that usually in the older FPS games, well, the shooter games, the axis was the other way around. So if you move down, it would go up, and if you move up, it would go down. It's just something that people are used to. I'm just gonna keep that standard. You can swap triggers if you want to. Not really something special there. Let's see if there's something else I can show you guys. Well, if you want to save your configuration like that, just save it to slot 1 and slot 2. I saved it with this one to slot 1 because 1 is my main. It's going to be my main setup. I haven't really gotten into 2 yet because I don't play any other games than shooters, and it's usually the same setup. So yeah, that's really nice about the controller. You can also choose you can choose one of these default ones, but I really recommend to make your own one, you know, because everybody has a different taste. And yeah, I think that was it. You can even name it. I named mine my baby because, you know, this one's my baby. I'm not even kidding. So let's get back to the final resolution. So should you or should you not get this controller? I'd say yes, you should get this one if you want to spend the money. It's going to be 150 bucks. It's going to be 150 euros in Europe. Should you get it instead of a SCUF? It's going to be up to you. I'd say yes, because there's a lot of customization options with this controller. You can, as you just saw, you can switch your sticks. You can change the sensitivity of the sticks. You can change everything with this controller. One thing that's going to, and I'm going to give this hands down to SCUF, I prefer the pedals on the SCUF. Main reason is because of the pressure you put on these ones. To my taste, these ones are kind of too sensitive. If you're gonna put a little hours into games with this controller, you're gonna get used to it. But yeah, I'm gonna give this one the SCUF for that one. But all in all, I'd say go with the Elite controller. It's really nice. It's 150, and that's a decent price if you compare it to the SCUF, which has less options. If you guys have any questions about the controller, if you want to know something, if I haven't mentioned something in my video, please tell me. I want to answer every question. I don't mind. If you like this video, leave me a like, leave me a comment. Yeah, just show me your thoughts, because you know, as a beginning video maker, I want to have like a little criticism, if you know what I mean. I want to know what people think about my videos, and I just want to, you know, people can put me in the right direction. So if you like this video, give me a like. If you really like me, give me a subscription. It's all appreciated, and I'll see you guys next week probably. So peace out.